Hey guys, thanks for tuning in on how to install some accessories on this Mopar bumper. We've already installed a stinger, we've installed some light mounts from Maximus-3, we've installed some JW speaker spotlights, and now we're going to take a look at some filler plates. As you know, when you install a winch on this hard rock bumper, you need to remove a plastic filler that goes behind the bumper. And its job was to hide a lot of the mechanicals and wiring. When you install a winch, you need to remove that. So Maximus-3 has provided us with a solution to cover up those areas and maintain a factory look. Let's take a look at how to install these things. Okay, so the way that this thing is going to bolt up is right on the frame. There's a factory hole that fastened in the old plastic piece, and we're essentially going to repurpose that hole with a RHIB nut and some hardware. Some of you lucky guys out there might have a RHIB nut tool that will easily allow you to install this in the pocket, but if you don't, Maximus-3 has provided us with a bit of hardware that allows you to do this with some simple wrenches. So Maximus-3 has given us a 10mm bolt, a couple washers, and a RHIB nut. So what you're going to want to do is put your washer on. I've taken a 8mm socket. I've put the closed end onto the bolt. I went out and bought a serrated lock washer. I put that on next, and then last I threaded on the RHIB nut. So what we're going to do is we're going to tighten down the RHIB nut as much as we can. We're going to place this into the hole. Then we're going to take our 10mm socket and extension, and we're going to tighten this down as much as we can until the RHIB nut seats itself into the frame rail pocket. Once you've installed the RHIB nuts on both the driver's side and the passenger side, you can now grab your filler plates. The one with this weird L shape goes on the driver's side, and it's going to tuck right in. Keep in mind that this flange is going to butt up against the frame rail. Now the one on the passenger side will sit like this. Make sure to line up the hole with your RHIB nut, and again, the frame rail will butt up against this flange. Next, we're going to direct our attention under the Jeep because we're going to borrow a couple bolts. We're going to use our Jeep wrench and use a T30 bit to take out a bolt right here and right here. Once we've removed the bolt, we're going to replace it with one that came with the kit. This is a 5/32 hex, and it's going to thread in the same spot. Once you've removed the T30 bolt from the underside, we can now thread it into our nutsert. Once you've tightened this side, you can go ahead and turn your attention to the passenger side, removing the same bolt from the underside and replacing it with the Maximus-3 bolt. Use that bolt to secure the passenger side in. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have a winch installed on one of these bumpers, I think this is a great product that really finishes the look and matches the bumper and no one would guess that it's aftermarket. The finish on this thing matches your bumper perfectly. Check out Maximus-3 in the description below, and make sure to comment, subscribe, and like this video. See you next time.